You ever wonder why so many smart, hard-working people just seem stuck? They do everything right. They study hard, get a good job, earn a decent salary, but year after year, they're basically running in place. It's the same life, same financial stress, same limitations. Well, today, we're going to dig into the one thing that might be the real reason why.
So, let's just get right into the big idea here. The reason people stay stuck isn't because of bad luck, or the economy, or a bad boss. Nope, the biggest barrier isn't out there at all. It's in here. It's all about how you think.
Okay, that sounds kinda simple, right? It's how you think. But what does that really mean? How can a thought process, just a mindset, actually shape your entire financial future? That's exactly what we're about to break down.
See, it really boils down to two completely different ways of looking at the world. On one side, you've got what we'll call employee thinking, and on the other, you've got investor thinking. And trust me, these two mindsets are operating on totally different planets.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? The employee mindset is wired for safety. It's all about that steady salary, that secure job, and avoiding failure like the plague. But the investor mindset, it completely flips that script. It understands that you can't have real growth without taking some calculated risks. It's not just about a salary, it's about building real wealth through assets. And this is a big one. It sees failure as a lesson, not a life sentence.
All right, so let's really get into the weeds of that employee mindset. What are these kind of invisible thought patterns that are running in the background and actually holding you back financially?
First up is something called the safety trap. You know the advice we all get growing up? Get a stable job, don't take risks, play it safe. And it comes from a good place, but it has this massive hidden cost. Because real growth, it just can't happen when safety is your number one goal. You can't discover new oceans if you're afraid to lose sight of the shore.
And this really gets to the heart of what a job is. At its core, you are trading your time, the one thing you can never ever get more of, for money. Whether you're paid by the hour or get a yearly salary, the deal is the same. And that's the trap, because you've only got 24 hours in a day, which means there's always a hard ceiling on what you can possibly earn. Now, the investor mindset plays a totally different game. It's not about trading time for money. It's about buying and building assets. So what's an asset? Simple. It's something that makes money for you, even when you're not actively working. Think stocks or real estate or a business you own. It's a system that works for you, and it completely shatters that time for money link. And this is that little voice in the back of your head, right? The one that stops so many people cold. It's a one-two punch of fear. The fear of actually losing money, and maybe even more powerful, the fear of what other people will think or say. That voice keeps you right where you are, safe in that comfort zone. And look, it's not just all in your head. There are these huge outside forces at play too. You've got social pressure, where we're all trying to live up to some idea of a good life to get approval from others. And then there's our education system. Schools are fantastic at teaching us how to be good employees, right? But they teach us almost nothing about how money actually works or how to build wealth. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the problem. Let's talk about the solution. And the good news is, it's not about, quitting your job tomorrow. It's about making a fundamental shift in how you think. Let's look at 3 actionable steps to get you there. And it starts right now. Number 1, shift your focus. Stop thinking only about a bigger paycheck and start thinking about building assets. Spend some time just learning about money. Number 2, embrace small, calculated risks. You don't have to go all in. Just take one small step out of your comfort zone. And number 3, and this one is so important, live for yourself. Stop making financial choices based on what your neighbors or your friends or your family will think. So when you strip it all away, the mindsets, the traps, the steps forward, it really all boils down to one simple thing. The power to change this whole dynamic, well, it's in your hands. And this last quote really drives the point home. Let's be clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being middle class. It's not a failure. But staying there forever without ever trying to grow beyond it, that's not fate, that's a choice. And that leaves us with the big question, the one only you can answer. Now that you can see the two paths so clearly, the path of trading your limited time and the path of building your wealth, what are you gonna do? Will you stay, or will you make the choice